Greetings, friends. My name is Bob, Bobby to my family, and today we're reviewing and giving away the game Ave Roma, Hail Rome. Yeah, what a great game. This game, actually like the last one we just reviewed and are giving away now, is a circular board. Just happened to be that way. What I love about this circular board is it has this pattern here with these drawings, or you could play on the cool side, the side that I liked better, that reminded me of like the old Avalon Hill art in some ways, which I really like there. Okay, so you have this board, and there's some spots in the middle that we'll just sort of do our best to talk through. But this is a worker placement game, and a really interesting sort of take on the worker placement game, in that you have these workers, and everybody starts the game with a set of 1 to 5. Workers ranked 1 to 5. Okay, and for instance, here's a 2. Nope, there's a 4. Right, and here's a 2. There we go. So there are certain spots on the board. For instance, these would have cards that showed military achievements here. And if you go there, see, this spot would take 1 to 5. This spot would take 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 1. So the only way to get this card is to place a 1 there, right? So you might want lower numbers for these. But these, like for instance, this one gives you coins. 2 coins times the number you place there. So if I placed a 4 there, that'd be 8 coins, for instance. So you want a higher number here. Isn't that interesting? Now, some of the spots are tied to, this is going to be hard to do. Some of the spots are tied to these regions. So I don't know if you can see this 1 above this region, this 2 above this region. But for instance, if I were to play on this spot, right here, that says I can sell some of my goods and then buy some of my goods off of one of these cards. If I played a 2, did I draw the 2? No, I drew the 4. If I play a 2 here, whoop, right here, then I can get the goods off of the region card that's in the 2 spot. Okay, and then there are these little tracks that show how much are these regions going to be worth at the end of the game. And there's really quite a bit going on. It's kind of an involved game. On the side of the box, when my wife and I played this, we selected this one because on the side of the box, it said 25 minutes per player. Let's just see here. Yes, 25 minutes per player. Lies! All lies! It took us way longer than that to learn and play this game. And we're usually pretty fast at that kind of thing. So I won't go into everything here, but I will just say, you know, we do have these little player boards, which I liked so much about this game. Where this game let me down were the little player boards that it has virtual resources. I know, it's a way to save money. Fine. But I just don't like virtual resources. Give me something tactile. Give me something I can put into a pile and plan with that way. But anyway, so you spend these resources on the cards and that kind of thing. There is a really neat sort of rondel in the middle, although it's a paying rondel. This thing you have to pay as you go around. But that's how you go up on this political influence track, which then lets you get some personalities, which that's sort of your engine building for this game. How are these folks going to help you out? And I think that's I won, but I think that's why I won, is I got some engine building going. And my wife said, I'm not playing that part of this game. So, okay, fine. It was kind of neat, though, whenever you go above, so the resources go 0, 1, 2, 3. If I were to ever go get more wood while I'm already at the top, it becomes something called surplus. And that's kind of cool because some cards only want surplus, particularly like military cards and that kind of thing. But anyway, so a lot going on. I really like the mechanic of everybody starting with 1 to 5 workers. And then once everybody's played or passed, in reverse player order, people go back and pick up the markers that they want. And so you might end up with a hand that's not 1 to 5. Sort of like Ra in that regard, you know, sort of balanced at the beginning, but then becomes unbalanced. But people might want it to be unbalanced because whoever has the lowest sum of these then becomes first player. So you're starting to plan ahead, but you might also really need that 4 because you want to go on the 4 area card. I really found that fascinating and like that. I will say though that for us, the game took a little bit too long. I didn't like the phantom resources, their virtual resources. No, I would rather have stuff, to, as I say, pile up and plan. But I thought it was a really good game besides that. My wife didn't like it as much. And so, well, that's where you come in because we're giving this game away. And all you have to do to win this game is send an email to this address. And let's have this week's subject be Ave fromage dash yes. The kind of game we just love. And so if you get that entry in by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this date, you'll be entered to win. And of course, all of our giveaway sweepstakes are in full compliance with YouTube's policies and guidelines. And you're going to want to subscribe because the reviews stay up, but the games go. Once they're gone, these just become review videos. They're no longer giveaway videos. So if you subscribe, you'll be notified right away when a new video comes up, and maybe it's a game you like, and maybe it's a game you will win, because of course we can't do this without you. And so be sure to subscribe. There's a link to how to do that below. There's also a link for our other giveaway videos, couple live right now, another one coming soon, but also all of the reviews now formerly giveaway videos there. So enjoy those, and golly, I don't know what else there is to say except I really appreciate your time. Thanks a heap.